Well, it's day 5, and today we're off to the Railway Museum. But before we go there, we'll first enjoy some of our hotel's breakfast. Now, Japanese breakfast tends to be more like a brunch. It's more savory, like this cheese wheel thing here, which is nochi and cheese. This is toppings for your miso soup, for example. But you'll still find some normal breakfast items if that's what you're looking for. Here I've got some bacon, sausage, meatballs, and eggs. It's good stuff, really. Coffee at these kinds of places is usually an easy one-touch, automatic machine. And if, like my wife, you're looking to buy one of these machines, they're about $10,000. We're considering it. And if you weren't aware, yes, you can use a spoon as a fork, as demonstrated here. Now, to get to the Railway Museum, it's actually in Omiya. So you'd go to Omiya Station, but then you have to transfer over to the new shuttle train. Now, the new shuttle train is interesting in that it's not really a train. They call it a people mover system. And instead of tracks, it runs on rubber tires, as demonstrated here. Here's a picture of what the train looks like if you could actually see the wheels. See the rubber tires? Yeah, they usually use these truck tires that seem to be mounted over a train wheel set. It's kind of an interesting design. I assume it's probably cheaper, that's why they chose this system here. So one stop down the line is the Railway Museum. Then we got there about an hour before it opened, so outside they do have a train simulator, which I've been dying to try. So let's give it a go. Mind you, I've never played this game before. Very slowly. Where's the nitros at? Wrong gear. And
Stop! Stop!
Okay, well, how'd I do for an amateur train driver on his first gig? Despite trying to leave all my passengers behind, I got a B. So do I have a future in driving trains? Probably not. But I wish I did. Just a quick stop at the ticket machine, buy our tickets, and we're off to the train museum. Now, the Railway Museum features about 30 railway cars on display. It's got train cab simulators and model dioramas, miniature trains you can drive, and over in the Learning Zone you can even learn about the science behind how trains actually function. This 1927 passenger car served in Saitama Prefecture in northern Japan. Because of this, they actually have wooden stoves installed in them to keep them warm in winter. We even got to meet the real Sir Topham Hatt. I admit I didn't know he was Japanese. This is a Series 200 Shinkansen served in the 80s in Niigata Prefecture. That's on the western half of the country, which is much snowier than the east. For this reason, they put a snowplow in the front, of course, to clear the tracks. If you ever wonder what it's like to stand in front of a train doing that, this is what it would look like. And this is a 1958 sleeping car, which they called the Hotel on Wheels. I'm not sure if it's that comfortable looking. Here's what a steam train looks like if you dissect it. Kind of like a pipe organ. And for serious train enthusiasts, this is one of the simulators that you have to reserve to try. This is the steam engine one. The guy needs to slow down. I was a little surprised with this one. They're calling this a carriage moved by manpower. Not a job I want to sign up for, but I guess they used it in mining. I guess if you're inside, it doesn't matter who's pushing it, huh? And if you got little kids, there's lots of little play areas for them. They won't be bored. But what I really wanted to do was drive a mini train today, and so I reserved that. I think I had a 10:30 appointment. Now when you do this, you don't get to choose the train you get to drive, but I got lucky and I got exactly the train that I wanted to, which was the Narita Express. Driving the trains is easy, instructions are all in English. It's just a lot of fun, to be honest. I'm gonna use the bathroom, everybody. Hold on. I think I can stop here. No.
There's 3 stations. You can stop and go through, but you can't go outside.
Okay.
Why does the train not move? Look at the signal. Please wait, changing signal.
Okay. Did anybody see a signal? And then watch the speed limit. No speed. Orange is the speed limit.
Does this even go faster?
It could, but it won't let me. It's pretty much covered. Oh, speed limit 75. Oh, station. We'll change drivers here.
It's your break. Do not stand up.
Okay. All right.
Where are you going? Going to the station. What? Oh, you gotta brake to the station, Mommy. You gotta let people off. No one there. Oh no!
It's not a bus. You gotta stop anyways.
There might be somebody. Oh.
Oh, someone's running. Someone's running. Hit the gas. That green train is one of the fastest trains in Japan. 200 miles an hour. It's called the Hayabusa. And for lunch in this train cutout restaurant, I had Hamburg. The Hamburg's kind of like a meatloaf, but in hamburger shape. For dessert, I had a melon soda float.
have us turn into one of those people that take pictures of their food.
Now upstairs in the simulator hall, you can try your hand driving the train on one of Japan's many known famous railway lines like the Yamanote, the Keihin Tohoku, and the Takasaki line. There are no reservations for these lines, you just gotta wait in line. I think my wait was about 10 minutes.
Oh, it's really fast. Station?
Yeah, better slow down. Slow down. Put it forward. Put it forward, all the way forward. Brakes over here. This is a friction test to show you the difference between dragging a wooden sled, dragging with pneumatic tires, or driving on a rail. Of course, the rail is the least amount of friction. And well known but haven't talked about yet, Japanese vending machines, they're all over Japan. They're always there when you need them, and because it's summertime, these are all stocked with cold drinks. Depends on what season you go, will depend on what variety is available in the vending machines. If they've got blue icons, that means the drink is cold. If they've got red icons, it means the drink will be warm. Coca-Cola products are generally pretty common here, but you won't find the selection that you have in America. Pocari Sweat's pretty common in the summertime, and lots of teas. Monster Energy is kind of a new one to me, that's in this country. Water's pretty common. And lots of little vitamin drinks as well. It's hot pretty much every day, so I'm going to start with one of Japan's most famous summer drinks, Pocari Sweat. It's basically Gatorade with a citrus flavor. And important note, pay attention to the disposal bins. One's for aluminum and one's for PET bottles, plastic. Time for a gachapon break. Here we've got some Final Fantasy, some train collectibles. More train collectibles. I guess it's the Railway Museum, we should have that. I heard these miniature Japan ones were pretty good. I'm gonna try one out. So these are basically iconic scenes you'll find around Japan, so for tourists this hits the spot. And I got a red ball. Huh. Wonder what's inside of it. Oh, it's Himiko. This is the famous futuristic water taxi around Asakusa. It goes to Odaiba, the future island. Animals screaming like Van Gogh. Okay. It's Luffy and some devil fruits. That could be cool. Well, she got something. What's it gonna be? Drum roll, please. It's an Eevee. More Pokemon. Oh, looks like we're getting ourselves a button. Okay. Why do we want a button? Ah, it's a bus stop ping pong button thing for the next stop. I guess the idea is we'll give it to our toddler and he'll be entertained while it's attached to his stroller. Maybe I'm talking in hindsight. Well, that's it for day 5. Make sure to come back and join us for day 6. Next, we're heading to Kawagoe, which is a historic Edo town. We'll also spend a little bit of time at a Japanese game center.